This is part 2 of Tea Time with Sophia, Grace, and Rosie. Fairy dust makes everything magical and messy. Where shall we have our tea party this time? Sophia, Grace. Mom, I already read this page. I'm on here. What about Disneyland? Rosie offered. Disneyland is so good. Sophia, Grace agreed. So good, but isn't it far away? Rosie asked. I've got it! Sophia Grace cried out, twirling around in her fluffy tutu. We can turn our room into a princess castle. I love it so much. Rosie agreed. Oh, I'm so glad thing. But how are we going to turn our room into a castle? Rosie asked. I have an idea, but we'll need to ask our favorite fairies helpers for help. Sophia Grace added. It's really important for the party.
Hey, Dad.
Rosie knew.
Go to the White House.
Rosie knew
Precisely
what her cousin meant. The girls closed their eyes, held hands, and cut out their magical fairy friends. When they opened their eyes, they were each holding a very special fairy wand. My party guest is going to love fairies as much as I do, Rosie announced. With a help of their magical fairy wands, the girls began turning their bedrooms into magicalist pillars. Bedside lamp into a crystal chandelier and a nightstand into a golden glass table and chairs. And on time had transformed their bedroom into the fanciest, most sparkliest castle that ever exists. That was so much fun, Rosie gasped when they had finished. I know my guest has to be someone I can have loads of fun with, just like you, Sophia Grace said. Me too, Rosie replied. What else do we need to plan for the tea party? The menu, Sophia Grace cried out. Let's have a million different flavors of cotton candy and chocolate, lots of chocolate, Rosie added. Oh, and cookies. Our guests better love sweets as much as we do, Sophia Grace replied. Sophia Grace, Rosie began as the two sat down to have a snack. Planning a tea party was hard work, and their tummies were rumbling. Have you decided who your guest will be yet? I think so, Sophia Grace replied, taking a bit out of her taking a bite out of her sandwich. I know who I like spending time with more than anyone else in the world. Me too, Rosie agreed, taking a sip from her juice box. I can't wait till you find out who my guest is. You're going to be so surprised. I feel exactly the same way. That's Sophia Grace, and then that's Rosie. The last step is deciding on the perfect tea party outfits. Of course, the girls absolutely had to try on every tutu they owned. Red and yellow, a green and pink. You look lovely in blue, said Rosie. Oh, that is really suits you, Sophia Grace admired. Rosie's pretty purple tutu and matching top. Pink is perfect, they both agreed. Boy, am I tired, Sophia Grace said, letting out a huge yawn. Good night, Princess Sophia Grace. Good night, Princess Rosie. That night when each girl thought the other was sleeping, she slipped out from under the covers, tiptoed over to her cousin's bed, and hid something very special under her pillow. Bright and early in the morning, the girls each woke up a lovely surprise. They gave the notes to each other. This tea party is so good, Sophia Grace exclaimed, chewing on her favorite flavor, cotton candy. I know, agreed Rosie. Do you think we should return the wands to our fairy soon? Rosie considered taking a bite out of a flour cookie. I think we should hold on to them for a bit, just in case, Sophia Grace answered. I'm so glad it's just the two of us, Rosie said. Me too, Sophia Grace answered. just the two of us, Sophia, Grace, and Rosie,
Rising.
rising to the top. The end. And then from Ellen, they have the little two pictures of them.